Time seemed to stop. Bonds were broken and thrown into the river, polluted by heated words and unpacked baggage. I tried to be a cup of hot cocoa, decadent and sweet, a source of comfort from gray and skin-cracking tundra. The frost bites deep and numbs kisses sealed and stained with blood that tastes like disappointment. I tried to be sunshine, massaging every canvas of flesh and hugging out loneliness like wringing out a washcloth bogged down in its own sorrow, reaching out to touch a hard-shelled seedling, afraid to sprout and take its space above the grainy, enveloping soil. Nutrients are rejected as if poison were offered with a fraudulent grin. Kindness is spilled down the drain and hugs the pipes with chipped fingernails, crying from exhaustion. My throat was perpetually dry, monotonous repeating of phrases that knocked on the door profusely, lost and unable to translate to deaf ears. Wires of communication blew a fuse, and the light was dimmer than it used to be. Wine used to taste like summer nights on the boardwalk, but now it makes my tongue itchy and turned acidic and sour. Rain used to wash away itchy sand from my scalp and caress my inner thighs that rubbed like opposing faces of Velcro. Legs shaking in anxious anticipation, confined to the conundrum, expensive beads of sweat climbing down my back, begging to know, why did he check out? Our lips hadn't met in months and felt like strangers. We danced to different songs in the same room. Fingers were laced loosely but poorly, and I wondered if I was allergic to flowers or not. Am I a chore, lit by street lamps, and left jaded and edgy like leftover pizza crust? Intimacy became business casual, tasting like raisins when expecting chocolate chips on my shoulder that whispered to stay and hold tight to coarse rope, seducing chapped calluses. He cheated and surprised me with new place settings at the rickety table. Shiny, silver, none that were mine. I tried to be... I'm free. Yes! Inhales and exhales now had different flavors and colors, no longer muted. Feet no longer chiseled by eggshells. The bed seems bigger and vast, so I spread out and bathe in quiet. I tried, melted away into I am enough. I exposed my heart. The bones, the cartilage, the scars, the exposed blood turned from blue to red, blushing, bearing its nakedness, and wearing embarrassment like an ugly knit sweater. I've been having conversations with myself. Good morning, good night, good morning, I miss you, I wish you were here, or I was with you. How are you? I want to hear stories. You look so handsome in pictures. I'm craving your touch. Still crazy about you over here. Good night. Good morning. Babe, you're the first person I want to communicate with before I start my day. I made pasta today. With salad. Made my business cards finally. Seen at 9:26 a.m. It's been 2 weeks. No response. I think a bigger message was sent. The clock strikes twice and the sun loses its warmth. I couldn't stop reaching out. My ears are hungry and ill. Please, miss me back. I'm chained and you hold the key. Free me with love, disgust, guilt. Bludgeon me so I can hate you. Give me something to show you at least respect my beating heart. Chock full of insecurities and unanswered questions and hopeful dreams of mutual love. Once again, it's time to collect myself, put all the strings, chords, idiosyncrasies, quirks, tears, belly laughs, upset stomach, under eye circles, and outstretched hands back to their fear of being happy form. I suck the nectar of self-love and put back on the blinders so I can only see what is in front of me, ahead of me. I refuse to apologize, can't be sorry for being real.
Yeah!
For trusting and loving again. I do accept responsibility for not checking within when running close to empty, for not checking the light and fire that steadily embraces and purifies my artistic drive and nourishes my straight shooting, no bullshit, open big enough to share joy. These scars tell stories that will leave indelible tattoos and kiss passionately those willing to listen and handle with care. Sporadic loneliness infects like a flu shot. My body and mentality can handle what love has done. I provide the comfort and the cure. Put food I bought on the table to remedy exhaustion, to melt jadedness to subdue frustration and rip out from the roots malignant pain. Through sadness and diminished voice comes a smile and a rekindled light in my eyes, determined to connect but also reject rose-colored cowardice. Maybe I'll find them on the train, at a bar nursing a perspiring beer, sitting glued to their phones, confessing their fetishes to aliases, seeking a taste of 2-minute ecstasy. Undress me with your eyes, but see the worth of a diamond-studded lonely heart. Warmth feels as rare as oral stimulation on a prickly been down this road before brain. Stillness has become instinct. Sobriety has sensitized sensual curiosity, and raindrops are evaded for fear of smelling like piss. Intimacy never scared me. The real kind. Pupil to pupil locked in truth, rooted firmly in the soil of prospering honesty. Wells of the bluest waters, taste of homemade cookies with a pinch of salt. The kind of closeness where you can sense each other's inner child to laugh with periwinkle gusto. Plump lips parted with desperation to taste sunshine and travel the hilly latitude of goosebumps. Some run because of sensitivity to light. Bare skin burns when branded with kisses of "I'm falling for you." The bow broke and refused to cradle the aborted party, repulsed by the inkling, the quarantine concept of reciprocity. Days do somersaults into each other, and though the air seems heavier, rays of friendship hug me close to their nest-like bosoms and wipe away my tears, dab the watercolor-stained canvas, marked with strokes of coal-like validation. I'm tart, jagged, bitter. The delicate tea leaves ravaged by once welcome unwashed hands spit at the thought of dancing with just any sweetener. An electric fence fiercely protects the beating unique heart that thumps eccentrically. Exasperated from chasing and opening and closing constantly, it's a one-man band. Thank you.